Hello friends, subscribers and new viewers of this channel. In this brief ROS2 tutorial, we explain how to verify if ROS2 is installed and how to verify the ROS2 version. Finally, we explain how to test if ROS2 is working properly. This video tutorial is developed under the assumption that you're using ROS2 Jazzy Jalisco. However, everything explained in this tutorial applies to any other ROS2 version such as ROS2 Humble or ROS2 Iron Irvini. Okay, let's start. First of all, open a terminal. And over here I'm going to resize this terminal such that you can see what I'm typing, and at the same time you can see the commands over here. First of all, if any version of ROS2 is installed, it should be located in the folder opt-ROS. So let's go and let's see what is in this folder. So type cd and then this. And then let's type ls-la. And if ROS2 is installed, over here you should see a version with a version name. In my case, it's Jazzy. The name of the folder is Jazzy, which means that most likely ROS2 Jazzy Jalisco is installed. However, we still need to verify. So let's navigate to this folder and let's list the content of this folder. Okay, good news. This folder is not empty. Good. However, this is still not a proper validation and verification that ROS2 is installed and that ROS2 is working. However, we still have to verify that ROS2 is working properly. First of all, we need to source the ROS2 environment. Now, a lot of tutorials given online will never explain you what the source command is. Well, the source command will actually load, or better to say execute this script file setup.bash. So let's type here nano is the editor, setup.bash, to see the content of this file, and here it is. Let's see what happens over here. We can see over here that we are sourcing setup.sh from the same directory as this file. Good. And you can see a bunch of stuff over here. Very interesting. So let's press Control Exit and let's see what's happening over here. So there is this setup.sh file. So let's look into the content of this file just for curiosity and to see what's happening. Good. You can see what's actually happening behind the scene and what sourcing means. That is, we have to set a number of environment variables, we have to set paths and bunch of things such that we can compile and execute ROS2 packages and programs. So let's exit by pressing Ctrl X. Good. Let's finally source this file. We can do it like this, and bang, nothing happens. And this is as expected since this script file is executed in the background. Okay, now let's see a few other things. Let me just give you one brief comment. If your version is Humble or Iron Irvini, then over here instead of Jazzy, you will type Humble or Iron or something similar. Next, let's see if this file is properly executed by entering this command. Here we are printing the environmental variable called ROS distro, and you can see Jazzy. Good. You can also type this command and you should see similar output. Good. And let's perform one final check. Now, let's run a talker listener ROS2 example. Namely, every ROS2 distribution comes with a simple example that is used to verify the ROS2 installation. This example is the talker listener example. Namely, in one terminal we will start a talker node which will send messages with increasing strings, and in another terminal we will start a listener node or a listener example that will run a node that should receive these messages and print them on the computer screen. So let's do that. First of all, open a new terminal, and inside of this terminal you need again to source the environment. That is, every time you want to play with ROS, remember to execute this command. And after that, you need to run this node. you need to type ROS2, that is, you need to call ROS2, then you need to call command run, then over here you need to specify demo no cpp, that's the name of the whole package, and here is the example, talker, and bang, let's see what happens. Publishing hello world 1, publishing hello world 2, etc. Note that there is a small delay between every message, and this delay is approximately 1 second. Then these messages are sent through an appropriate topic to another node, and that node is a listener node. So where is the listener node? Nowhere. We have to start it. So open here again, and again you need to source the environment. Always source the environment. Remember that. Bang, and then let's run the listener node. And let's note one important difference over here. Again, we are running ROS2 run. However, over here we are running actually Python files, and we are running nodes listener. So it really doesn't matter if you wrote code in Python or code in C++, these two programs can communicate between each other. And over here you can see the answer. You can see what we received. So you can see the current message 68, and over here 68 is received and printed on the computer screen. Next, let's learn how to stop these nodes. You go back to the original terminal and you press Ctrl+C to stop this node, and you can see what's being executed. Now if you go back over here to the listener node, nothing happens. The listener node simply stopped. So let's again run the talker node, and let's see what will happen. Everything was restarted, and we start again from 1, and let's see. Yes, this was also reflected in another node, so you can see how things are working. So let's see again if we stop the listener node, Ctrl+C, we stopped. However, the publisher node keeps on running. However, if we run again the listener node, oops, I made an error, and you can see that everything is being received again. Good. Before I conclude this video tutorial, I need to mention the following. I have a YouTube channel that you're currently watching, and this YouTube channel has almost 1000 free video tutorials covering different topics such as robot operating system, robotics, machine learning, software engineering, Python, control engineering, mechatronics, electrical engineering, and mechanical engineering. These tutorials are specially designed for complete beginners and especially designed for more advanced users. So make sure that you check out these tutorials, since you will most likely find something that's useful for you. And that would be all. I hope that you like this video. If you like the videos I'm creating, please press the like and subscribe buttons and consider supporting this video channel. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video tutorial.